I'm about to do your Capricorn Tarot reading for November 2021. And in this Capricorn love reading, we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Capricorn, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Capricorn love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Capricorn tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with this Capricorn love reading for today, because today we are going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you here in November 2021, what they're thinking about you, what their beliefs are about you. Then we're going to take a look at what this person's intentions are toward you, as well as what their most likely actions are going to be toward you for the remainder of November 2021, as well as moving forward from there. Now and then I'm even going to finish the reading off by getting you some advice from the universe on how to navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person, kind of what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should play it so it works out in the way that's best for you. I feel like I got something stuck in my eyelashes here. Now, this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. If a personal reading with me is something that you're interested in, you can find the information about that in the description below this video. But this is a general reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy of a group of Capricorn people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. And that means there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every Capricorn person on the whole planet all at the same time, because not every Capricorn on the planet is going through the same situation all at the same time. It's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if this sounds like it's coming out backwards for your situation, feel free to reverse it and take it however it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably should watch the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos, the information about my personal readings, about the different tarot decks I'm using in this reading, crystals, all kinds of fun, helpful stuff is in the description right below this video. But clearly these cards are ready to talk to you. We just got the 10 of Cups jump out here. So let's go ahead and get on with this Capricorn love reading today. And let's start by getting 3 cards for how does Capricorn's romantic person of interest really feel about Capricorn here in November 2021, please. What are this person's feelings about Capricorn in November 2021? Let's get one more, please. I told you, Cappy. There's that 10 of Cups again. On the bottom of the deck. Oh, hey, now. We have the 10 of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This represents a heavy burden that your person is feeling related to you in some way here. We have the 8 of Wands right under that. More Sagittarius energy. The 8 of Wands has got a few meanings. This can be rapid back and forth passionate communication going on between the two of you. This could be rapid forward movement or rapid forward progress on something that they have a lot of passion and desire for. It could be a situation where your person is feeling burdened, maybe because this isn't moving as quickly as they would like it to be. This can even represent travel over great distances, so there could be some burden in the way here regarding a physical distance, like geographic location type of a thing here, where you might not actually be physically in the same spot and there's going to be traveling involved here. This can even represent that there is a whole lot of energy coming at your person all at one time, kind of like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose or something. But we got some sort of a burden that they're feeling. Wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I got the 10 and the 8 of Wands, both Sagittarius energy. Now I have the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So we literally have all 3 of the Sagittarius minor arcana cards here. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Your person could have some Sagittarius in a prominent spot in their chart, like their moon sign, their rising sign, their Venus sign, something like that. you could literally be dealing with any sign, and this could just be energies that are affecting your person here. This is a general reading, so it's going to be near impossible for me to pin down the exact sign that you're dealing with, just because there's so many different people in the collective of Capricorns that I'm reading for. So I'm just going to call out all the signs as I see them, that way in case they mean anything to you. But all three of these are Sagittarius. This is a card of being walled off and defensive about something. It's also the wounded warrior. He's been hurt, hence the wall he's built around himself. He's trying to protect himself. He's trying not to get hurt anymore so that he can heal, so he can get his energy right and make the next step in his journey. So feeling like there's probably a lot coming at your person here. They're probably wanting things to move a little bit faster. There's the possibility that there's some geographic distance involved here. Your person not wanting to get hurt. This can even represent some sort of a wall that has been put in between the two of you, where things can't move forward as quickly as your person would like, and that's causing a burden for them. They definitely have a lot of love and emotions for you, though. This King of Cups is someone who has tons of love, tons of emotions, even though they may not necessarily outwardly express that. The King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, so he doesn't always publicly broadcast how he's feeling about something. King of Cups is also the kind of person, when he's going through some sort of a heavy burden, you may not even be able to tell by looking at him, because he doesn't publicly broadcast his emotions. This is the kind of guy that could be, or not necessarily guy, it could be the kind of person here who could have like internal backflips going through a lot, being burdened by something, and you just not even be able to tell by looking at them. So person definitely has a lot of love and emotions for you, whether or not they are telling you. Now, in their actual feelings, Capricorn, we have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and that Ten of Cups that jumped out when I was doing my little intro there for you. This Three of Wands is Aries energy. This is an energy of being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. Like your person has already decided what leads them to the world that they want. The path that they're going down leads to you, and that is the world they want. But this is an energy of having this positive expectancy that things are going to work out the way they would like them to. It just hasn't happened yet. They're still waiting on that to materialize in this physical 3D reality. So this is an energy of them having some positive expectancy that things with you are going to work out the way they want them to. They're just waiting on it to happen. Got another energy that feels a lot like waiting to me here. This Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy. This is a period of time where someone's pausing to reflect and take stock of the situation, take stock of this connection with you, and they're looking at the seeds that have been planted between the two of you guys. And they're either trying to decide, is this going to turn into what I want? And I believe that they think it's going to. They're waiting on it with a positive expectancy. Or should I cut my losses and move on? Now, sometimes this can also represent that the seeds have already been planted and your person's just waiting on that to fully mature. That way they can reap the rewards of the work that they're putting in here. So it's looking like your person's waiting on something to pan out with you. And they have the feeling that this is the Ten of Cups with you. This is Pisces energy, but it's most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection card, where two people come together into a happy union where everyone's loved, everyone's appreciated. I mean, this is about as good as it gets in terms of love and emotions, and your person is feeling that with you. Just think they're burdened because things aren't happening quite quickly enough, and they're still waiting on things to pan out. That's their feelings. Let's take a look at what they're thinking about you, Capricorn. What are this person's thoughts about Capricorn in November 2021, please? What are they thinking? That's so weird. I'm having cards like try to flip over and show themselves to me and then go right back in the deck. And that happened about 5 times right there. And usually when that happens, that feels like a start and stop type of an energy, where things started to move and then they stopped, and then they started to move and then they stopped. And the very first card out is an in and out kind of energy like that. Tell me more here. What's going on with what this person's thinking about Capricorn in November 2021? They have a lot on their mind, that is for sure. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. This is about passing your own final verdict and judgment on a situation. This can be about resurrection, like calling something back from the grave, calling something back to life. We see this energy of waiting in their feelings, feeling burdened by waiting, burdened by some wall that's potentially in the way. This could be there's some decision that has to happen that your person is waiting on in order to be able to get to this 10 of Cups that they feel with you. And that decision may not have come in yet. They're waiting on some sort of a judgment. Could be some judgment related to a third energy here. This Three of Swords is heartbreak and sadness related to a third energy, meaning it's not you, Capricorn, it's not your person, but there's some other energy involved here that's causing some heartbreaking situation. Doesn't necessarily mean romantic third party, doesn't mean they're cheating on you or you're cheating on them, although it can mean that. This can just represent anything that we do enough of is going to create its own energy. Like my business has its own energy. It can definitely get in the way of things because it takes so much time, effort, and energy from me. This can be anything. This could be nosy family members sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, neighbors, friends, anybody that's external to the two of you. It could be like going to the bar too much. It could be whatever that wall in the way was that we saw. There could be some sort of a heartbreaking situation around that, and they're waiting on some judgment to take place on that, calling that over with. Now I've got the Seven of Wands here. This is Leo energy. This is being walled off and defensive again, but this is like defending their position on something, defending their stance on something, or being willing to fight for what it is they believe in, fight for what they want, fight for this connection here. So it's almost feeling like there's a third energy getting in the way of this, and they're waiting on some sort of a judgment to take place on that third energy, willing to fight for this connection here. Yeah, Eight of Wands. We're making progress though. We're going from the 7 to the 8. Again, Sagittarius energy, rapid back and forth, passionate communication. They're thinking about rapid forward movement, rapid progress toward you. They could be thinking about traveling here. This can represent travel over great distances or just a lot of energy coming at them at once. They could be feeling or thinking that, yes, I'm fighting for this, but this is a lot to deal with. That wall again, that Nine of Wands. So here we got 3 cards in a row where progress is happening. We're going from the 7 to the 8 to the 9 now. Definitely thinking about not getting hurt, thinking about how to get around this wall. I'm feeling like we got some third energy here trying to put a wall in place, because right behind that Three of Swords, I've got both of these cards here, both about some wall being in the way and trying to fight through that. And it potentially being a lot to deal with, some judgment needing to happen on that third energy. In their actual thoughts, I tried to get 3, I got 5. So your person's definitely doing a lot of thinking. Like I said, I kept seeing those cards flipping over and going back, like start, stop, not really wanting to come out. That could mean there's a lot going on for them in their thinking. It could mean that there's been a start, stop kind of a routine to this connection here. This Knight of Wands is an in and out kind of an energy. This is like back and forth, wishy-washy type of an energy here. Now it's also an energy of a very fast moving energy. Like this is the second fastest knight in the deck, and it's about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something that they have a lot of passion and desire for. Again, I get the feeling that they're wanting this to happen a lot faster than it is. The other cards that I got out here, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the World. Now this Wheel of Fortune can represent divine timing. In terms of zodiac signs, it's the 4 fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. This can be divine timing. This can be the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny. So it can be some sort of a fated event. This can represent a change in the luck and fortune of what's going on in this connection. So if things have been going bad and they're waiting on something, this could be things turning around and maybe it's about to speed up. It's looking like it is here. This is a card that usually tells me that what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and there's not really anything anyone can do about it. It's like the universe turning this wheel in the background, making sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually happens. hopefully what's supposed to happen is some judgment on this third energy so we can get past these walls here. Now, I just said a second ago that it feels like this person's wanting things to move a lot faster than they are. I've got the very first two cards out in their energy, or energies of waiting on something. I've got this very fast moving second fastest knight in the deck, Knight of Wands. Now I've got the fastest knight in the deck, the Knight of Swords. So I'm going from this waiting, stalled out kind of an energy because of walls to really, really fast moving energy here. This Knight of Swords is about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something. It's about rushing forward, taking very rapid, decisive action on something, like moving things forward. Next card we have is Capricorn energy of the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be working together to build with this person here is that Ten of Pentacles that we all want. Maximum stability, maximum abundance, prosperity, stable, happy home life and family life. This Ten of Pentacles can be like the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources to build something very stable, abundant, and prosperous. And this is them thinking about working together to build that with you. I'm wondering if there's going to be some change to whatever this judgment is about a third energy here. I've got that Wheel of Fortune right in the middle of these two really fast moving energies here. It's like it's speeding up, we're making progress, the wheel spins, now things go much faster, we get to this teamwork, collaboration, and the final card we have in their thinking is the World. Again, represents the four fixed signs of the zodiac, just like the Wheel of Fortune does: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. This is the final card of the major arcana. This represents completion of something. So this can be like the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. If we've been having this cycle of everything being stalled out and waiting on something to happen, the wheel is turning. Two very fast moving energies here. I'm having a feeling that that energy of waiting on everything is ending, and this new energy of coming in, of moving this forward very quickly and getting what you want here is what it looks like. Now, this card can also represent travel over pretty great distances. So it could be a situation where you guys have geographic distance between the two of you, and something's about to change with that. What are this person's beliefs about Capricorn in November 2021, please? What are their beliefs about Capricorn in November 2021? Let's get one more, please. Okay, we'll take two. That is fine with me. Alright, whoops, making a mess here. On the bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is a singles energy. This is with you, without you, in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right. I don't need someone to take care of me in this physical 3D reality. I'm self-sufficient. I can take care of myself. This is someone who doesn't need to be physically taken care of or financially taken care of. Now, even though it is a singles energy, this does not mean that your person wants to be single or that they want you to remain single. This just means that if it all comes down to it, they can do this on their own. They believe you can do this on your own as well. Or they're believing that you are single here. Oh, you're trying to manifest being single. So I saw that third energy and walls being put in place. This might be in judgment, so this might be a situation where you're not 100% single yet, and they believe you're trying to manifest becoming single, actively working on that, taking actions toward becoming single. Planning for the future here with this Page of Pentacles. So, yeah, planning for the future with you. Now, in their actual beliefs about you, Capricorn, we got the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, Strength, and the Hanged Man. So this Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. It can also represent financial stability. Excuse me, fours are about stability in general here, so yeah, this could be your person believing that they should not let go of you, believing that you shouldn't let go of them, Or it could have something to do with trying to manifest your financial stability here, or trying to become single and maintain your stability in that. Also in their beliefs though, we have the Hermit. This is more Virgo energy. This is about withdrawal, isolation. It's about being forced to go internal, to do some soul searching on something, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation about something, shining that inner light down in the shadows of what's going on, taking a look in there to figure out what's holding this up, why is it not moving, and trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Now, I don't know if that means that the communication between the two of you has slowed down, or if they believe you are in hermit mode, like you're doing some soul searching about this, or maybe they're doing some soul searching about you, trying to figure out how to move this forward and not wanting to let go of you. Next, we have Strength. This is Leo energy here. Every time I see this card, it tells me that there's something very difficult going on here, and it's requiring a lot of internal strength in order to even make it through this situation. This is about digging down deep and tapping into your internal strength to make it through. It tells me you have the internal strength to make it through. Your person has the internal strength. They believe you have the internal strength to make it through. This is about like tapping into your inner courage to face your fears. So is the Hermit in a sense, because you're looking down into the shadows of yourself, having the courage to face the things that are hidden in the dark from you, trying to figure out how to deal with them, how to move forward here. Now, this can also be an energy of trying to rein yourself in, trying to tame this beast inside yourself, or your person tame the beast inside themselves, trying to be patient about something, trying to not let their emotions get the best of them. I see this energy of waiting, these two really fast moving energies, them wanting to work together with you, hold on to you tightly. This could be a situation where they're struggling to like maintain their patience. They're not wanting to rush forward too fast and mess something up, make some kind of a mistake here, but they're having problems reining themselves in because things are stuck right now. This Hanged Man is Pisces energy. This is no forward movement, progress being halted, things not advancing. They're stuck right where they're at. Now the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than he normally would look at things from. Different point of view, different angle. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward. How do we get this unstuck so that it can move forward? I've got the Hanged Man and the Hermit here in their beliefs. So these are very, very similar energies where something's not moving forward, something's not working the way they want it to. And in the Hermit, the real difference between these is like where the focus is in terms of looking at something, trying to figure out how to move it forward. In the Hermit, it's about focus being directed inside themselves, looking internally to figure out how to move this forward, or how to maintain their strength to not freak out because things are stuck. And in the Hanged Man, the focus is external. It's about looking at the things outside of them, trying to figure out how to get it unstuck. We saw that third energy with the Three of Swords, putting walls in the way. So it could be a situation like that. Ultimately believing that you are manifesting being single here. Now that's their feelings and their thoughts and their beliefs about you, Capricorn, for November 2021. Let's take a look at what their intentions are toward you in November. What are this person's intentions toward Capricorn in November 2021, please? Oh, got one flip there. Okay. What are their intentions toward Capricorn in November 2021, please? All right. Got you. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving knight in the deck. This is very slow forward moving energy, like methodical, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, not being in a big hurry, not being in a big rush. Don't really believe that for a second based on what I'm seeing from your person's feelings and their thoughts here. Even their beliefs. Like they believe this is stuck, but they also believe they can get it unstuck, or that the situation can be unstuck. And they're just trying to rein themselves in until that happens. when I see the Knight of Pentacles, like it's one of those kind of energies where from your perspective or from your person's perspective, things are moving a lot slower than they want them to be. They want to see this Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, really fast speed, and what they're getting is this really slow speed that from their point of view or from your point of view might seem like progress isn't happening at all. That could be why they're believing that this is stuck, or they think that you believe that this is stuck. In reality, it's not stuck. Progress is happening. We've seen that several times throughout the sequential cards coming out, going from like the 8 of Wands to the 9 of Wands, and then the 7, 8, and 9. So we are making progress. We're going from the second fastest night to the fastest night. So progress is happening. It just may be slower than you guys would both like it to see. This is usually an aggravating type of an energy where you're having to be patient about something and probably not wanting to be patient about it. Slow progress happening toward being single here. Your person is intending to make progress on that. We've got death right underneath that. This is Scorpio energy. This is some massive transformation taking place here. This is like something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. Massive transformation. So if you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, it comes out of that cocoon not a caterpillar anymore. The caterpillar aspect actually dies and transforms into a beautiful butterfly, and it comes out better than it went in. But that whole process inside is usually not pleasant. It's not a party, that's for sure. It's usually a very painful transformation process. So it feels like that's what's going on in this connection. It's taken longer than they want for you to be single, it would appear. But something's changing with that. Now, in their intentions toward you, Capricorn, for November 2021, we have the Fool, 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So that's looking pretty good. The Fool is card 0. It's very first card of the major arcana, very first card of the tarot deck. That 0 right there represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. This card is about taking the blind leap of faith on something, a new beginning to something where you don't even need to think about what all the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step. They fully intend to just jump off the cliff and figure out how to work this as they move along here with you. Also, I do have the World out here already, the last card of the major arcana. So we have the full cycle in this connection between the two of you. So it definitely feels like something's coming to an end and something's coming to a new beginning here, probably better than it was. It's looking like the energy of waiting and no progress happening is probably coming to an end, and we're able to like take the leap of faith moving forward here. At least they intend to do that. Next we have the 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is a card about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind and moving forward toward what it is they want. At its core, this is about moving away from some mentally or psychologically painful situation, leaving that behind in the past where it belongs and moving forward. Now, the woman and the child and all these swords stuck in the boat represent that even though that's what's happening, there's some lessons or some burdens from the past still being carried forward into the future here. Hopefully it's just lessons and not burdens. Looks like everything is working out good though. We have 2 aces next here. This Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity presenting itself here. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into that 10 of Pentacles that we all want. That stable, happy home life. The combining together of 2 people and 2 families and all their assets and resources. Potential to grow into something stable and abundant. We've also seen in their thinking this 3 of Pentacles, like working together to build that 10 of Pentacles. And your person waiting on this 7 of Pentacles to grow into the 10 of Pentacles here. So we've had lots of references to the 10 of Pentacles, and now in your person's intentions we have the potential, like the seed that can get us there. So that's looking good. That's looking good. Now, this is not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself, it has the strong potential to get there. It's going to take work. It's going to take time, effort, energy in order to go from the seed to the full-blown 10. But your person is intending to do this here. Next, we have the Ace of Cups. This is more potential here. Aces are potential. You have to grab them. You have to do something with them. But this is the potential for something that's going to lead to a lot of emotional happiness and emotional contentment for your person. This is either like a new beginning in love and emotions, or starting over at square one in terms of love and emotions here. Something that has a lot of potential. The cup's overflowing here. So it's looking like your person is intending to seize these opportunities here. They're trying to leave something behind that's painful to them. Looks like waiting and waiting and waiting. Things moving way too slow. And they're taking the leap of faith into moving forward toward what they want. The potential for this stability, the potential for this powerful love connection between the two of you. Now, that's their intentions anyway, but you know how people are. What they intend to do, what they actually end up doing are sometimes very different things. So let's take a look at what are this person's most likely actions going to be toward Capricorn for the remainder of November 2021 and moving forward from there. What are their most likely actions going to be toward Capricorn for the remainder of November 2021 and moving forward from there? Let's get two more for their most likely actions toward Capricorn, please. See, I keep getting that start-stop thing happening again, where a card tries to show itself to me, but then it doesn't. It doesn't come all the way out. That one, huh? Both of you? Okay. What do we have? Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This person has a lot of love and emotions for you. Whether they're outwardly expressing it or not, I'm not 100% sure, because the King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. I'm having the feeling like your person has been deeply bothered by whatever's been going on with the third energy and the walls and all the waiting and doing the soul searching and having to like rein themselves in to be patient about getting this unstuck and moving forward. I think that's been bothering them a lot more than they've let on to you. Now we've got Justice underneath that, though. This is looking better. The Justice is the Libra Major Arcana card. It's the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. It's about using this sword in the card to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance gets restored and the right, fair, just thing happens. I saw that Three of Swords, and right before that was Judgment, like waiting on some judgment possibly to happen with the third energy. This could involve that judgment and the decision finally getting made on that. I got another card that's very similar to that, this King of Swords. This is a decision-making energy here. This is usually Gemini energy. This can sometimes represent Aquarius energy. This is someone who's very smart, logical, rational, reasonable, analytical. Like, they're usually a very fair person too, which is why it's so similar to the Justice card. The same sword is present in the picture on the same side of the card. So this is about making decisions, but making decisions based on logic and reason and the truth and the facts of what they can see right in front of them. Not so much the emotions, not so much the story, just the facts of the matter. I've got three cards in a row that are about like making a decision. This could be the legal justice system, the fair, right, just thing happening, some fair decision based on truth and facts happening. Now I've got Judgment here, final verdict and judgment on something coming in here. Yeah, I think that's what's been going on. We've been waiting on some sort of a decision to be made, and that is probably related to a third person or a third party, and the wall that's been put in place has been waiting on some decision, some judgment to take place. Looks like there's been a lot of fear, worry, anxiety about that. This Nine of Swords is like thinking about something a lot with fear, worry, and anxiety behind the thinking, so much so that it's causing a lot of stress here. It could be sleepless nights, nightmares, like not being able to eat, not being able to concentrate. This is like a card of mental anguish here. Possibly related to some commitment here. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. This is a card of commitment, taking things to the next level. This is a marriage card. This could be, we've seen the energy of waiting on you to become single, trying to manifest you becoming single, one to hold on to you, waiting on something to happen here related to a decision, possibly a legal decision. We could be waiting on some divorce to become final, or waiting on some decision to be made about you leaving a commitment that you were in prior to this person so that things can move forward. Yeah, I've got the Two of Cups here, Cancer energy. This is a love connection. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two, and twos represent decisions, choices. I'm thinking that there was a commitment here with another person, and they're waiting on a judgment, or you're waiting on a judgment about breaking that commitment off, whether that's just like just a committed relationship that you're trying to break away from, or whether that is a marriage that you're trying to break away from. This Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. It's about detachment, like emotional detachment, physical detachment, physically walking away. It's about leaving the Eight Cups behind because there's something better out there for you. It's about making the conscious choice to leave behind these Eight Cups, go down a brand new path that leads you to your ninth and your 10th cup, your own wish fulfillment, your own emotional happiness and contentment here. I think that is the burden that we saw your person feeling here at the beginning. They've been waiting on that to take place. Okay, now in their most likely actions toward you, Capricorn, we have the Star, Nine of Wands, Temperance, the Magician, and the Tower. Now, normally I get 3 cards. I only got 3 cards for their feelings. Then I got 5 for their thoughts. And then I've had 4 the whole rest of the way down. Now I'm back to 5 again in their most likely actions. Out of those 5 cards, 4 of them are major arcana. So this is very powerful energy here. Very big impact on something. This Star card is Aquarius energy. This is this is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. This is a card in a love reading that can signify your person is viewing you as a gift to them from the universe. They're viewing you as the one for them. Now this is also card 17 of the major arcana, the card that comes immediately after card 16, the Tower. So you don't make it to a Star energy without going through a Tower moment first, and I've got both of them here in the most likely actions. But this is feeling like a sequential story leading up to this Tower. This is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the path for you after the Tower happens and nothing's the same as it was and you can't see your path moving forward because everything just fell apart. This is the light that shines down to light the path for you. It's where your hope comes from. It's where your healing comes from. So your person is very likely to maintain the hope that this is all going to work out, that this can all be healed. Next I have this Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Again, this is about being walled off and defensive or some wall being in the way here, but this is also a card of healing. So 2 cards in a row about healing here. Feeling like your person's intending to get past this wall. Next we have Temperance, which is more Sagittarius energy. This is a card of patience. This is about blending things together little bits at a time, being willing to take a step back and pause and look at the big picture of how is all this panning out, how's it all working out, before they come back in to blend a little bit more together, make some fine-tuning adjustments. Now this can sometimes be a card of assimilating changes. It can be a card of reconciliation because water and cups represent love and emotions, and this love had been separated into 2 different cups, and this angel, the divine, is blending that love back together, recombining it all back into this one cup that your person intends to have with you. So I'm getting the feeling like something has happened to put a wall between the two of you guys, keep you separated, and your person is likely to heal that, likely to get past the wall, likely to blend these cups back together with you, likely to be able to maintain their patience as well, which is a good thing, while they're trying to manifest this. The Magician is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is someone who's got all the tools, abilities, resources, everything they need to create the world around them to be in alignment with what their will desires. This is about actively taking actions to manifest the world that they want around them. So this tells me your person's actively manifesting, trying to recombine all of this with you, trying to get past this wall so they can get the one for them. They can get their wish fulfillment and recombine your love back into one cup. And then we've got the Tower ending this off. This is an abrupt change in something, an abrupt shift in something. It's like a foundation rocking event. Now, I know the Tower is a scary card for a lot of people. This is not always a bad thing. It doesn't always mean that your relationship comes apart, or that it doesn't look like that at all. This looks like good news the whole way through. And then when we get to the Tower, I'm believing that what this Tower is a game changer here. We've got your person being able to maintain themselves emotionally, stay balanced and stable, and then we've got justice, some decision being made, a fair decision based on facts and truth, and a judgment coming in. So, and it looks like that judgment is related to a connection that you were already in, whether that's marriage or just a committed relationship that you are now leaving behind. That's another meaning to the Ten of Wands. The tens are completion. So this is the completion of some heavy burden that has been carried, reaching the spot finally where you can lay that burden down and move forward without it. Like, move forward away from it toward what it is that you actually want. And I think that's why we're seeing the Tower here, because I don't get any bad vibes off of this card. This feels like at the end of the month or shortly after the end of the month, things have changed very dramatically here. I think that the wheel has spun. There's an ending to this cycle of waiting, this ending of this cycle of everything being slow moving, and we're moving into a much faster moving flow of energy here that's leading toward the combining together of both of you into working into some sort of like working as equals to build the Ten of Pentacles, where you're combining yourselves together. So I feel like this is a game changer here in terms of what's most likely to happen. Now, that's your person, Capricorn, for November 2021. Let's scoot this over a little dab and get you some advice from the universe on how you should navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person. Kind of what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should approach this so it works out in the way that's best for you. So what is the advice for Capricorn in navigating this situation in November 2021 and moving forward, please? Okay, let me put these suckers in order before I don't remember what order they go in. Let's get one more. What is the advice for Capricorn, please? Thank you. Told you. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Now, pages are messengers. Wands are about passion, desire. So this can represent news and messages, communications of passion and desire. This is also the minor arcana version of this Fool card that we see in your person's intentions. It's more toned down energy than that. This is not like, screw it, let's just jump off the cliff and figure out how to grow wings on the way down. This is more about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Six of Cups right under that, Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. So this is either thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be with your person here. This can represent someone from your past. So that could be what that Three of Swords third energy was. Could be someone that you are currently still in some kind of a commitment with. This is also representative of a very deep emotional connection between you and the person that I'm reading about here. This can be like soulmate level energy here. So, it's also possible that we're taking the very first steps down a new path about that person from the past that is getting in the way, and we're having some truth, some decision, some victory over that. Something being severed with some person from the past so that things can go down the first steps toward the new path with your person here. Could totally be that. I think it's probably been difficult on you too. There's strength again, Leo energy. Difficult situation that's required a lot of internal strength from you, and you have had the internal strength to make it through this. So that's all looking good. Yeah, and then it looks like things are able to move forward in this love connection with this person. Knight of Cups. This is actions toward love and emotions. Moving some love offer forward here. So that's looking good. Yeah, leave 6 of Swords. Got that out here in your person's intentions already. So I'm seeing a lot of repeating patterns here. Again, this is about moving away from some mentally and psychologically painful thing for you, leaving that in the past where it belongs, and moving forward toward what you want. Moving forward into calmer waters toward this person. Now, the woman in the swords in the boat, again, though, represent that you're carrying some lessons or some burdens forward with you when you do this. Now, for your actual advice, Capricorn, we got the Knight of Wands, Death, Temperance, the 8 of Cups, and there's that 10 of Pentacles I've alluded to like 3 or 4 different times out here in your person's energy. Knight of Wands, we have already seen in your person's thinking about you. This is the second fastest knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Fast-moving energy again. Death, Scorpio energy. This is something dying so that something else can be reborn. Something better and more beautiful can be reborn in its place. This is an ending to something and some sort of a massive transformation taking place. I believe we saw death in the story on the bottom of the deck at some point in your person's energy. The last card in their energy is the Tower. I feel like there's some game-changing thing happening here, some judgment taking place, some decision taking place that's going to allow you to move forward very quickly. And again, I'm seeing progress going from the Page of Wands to the very first card being the Knight of Wands. Progress on something from the past. Looks like something from the past dying so that something new can be reborn. Temperance here. We saw this in the last column or the last row of cards in your person's energy. Sagittarius energy of patience, about blending things together with your person here, little bits at a time, being patient, being willing to make adjustments to what's going on, adjustments to your plan, fine-tune things. 8 of Cups. We saw that in the story on the bottom of the deck here in what's going on, like some detachment, emotional detachment, physical detachment, physically walking away. This is you walking away from these 8 cups because there's something better out there for you, going off in the direction of this person, looking for your 9th cup, your wish fulfillment, your 10th cup, that happy fairy tale love connection, happy fairy tale ending that we see that your person feels is going to happen with you, just hasn't actually materialized yet. This is you walking away from something and going toward that with them. And the final card in your advice is the 10 of Pentacles. This is, again, we have alluded to it several times. Maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. The combining together of you and this person. Maybe your families, all your assets and resources to build something very stable, very abundant, very prosperous. I see your person thinking about building this with you in this 3 of Pentacles, that working together as equals to build that with you. In their feelings, they're feeling like the seeds have already been planted to get here. They're just waiting on that to fully develop, waiting on it to materialize all the way so that they can be here with you. And in their intentions, we've got the seed that grows into this 10 of Pentacles here. So definitely looking good for you, Capricorn. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Capricorn love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.